welcome to Percussion Axiom TV. I'm your host, Tom Burritt. And as you can see, I have guest artist Blake Tyson here with me. It's a very special interview show.
We'll see.
We are here as part of, or at least Blake is, the Longhorn Marimba Intensive. This is the third year we've had it, and Blake was our featured guest this year. It's been great to have him here. We finish up in about 10 minutes. The final concert starts, and we thought, why not have a quick show here? So, Blake, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tom. But it's great to be here. Finally.
I haven't done one of these interviews in a long time.
Finally, I'm on PATV.
Yes.
It only took 99 episodes.
Right. Well, 99 is pretty special.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, it's great to have Blake here. We've had a great time. So, Blake, catch us up on some stuff. A lot of things are happening in your creative life right now. Right? So, which one are you going to start with? Two huge things, at least.
You tell me.
Right? The first huge thing was that you were here for the intensive.
I'm here.
That's the most important and largest one, right? It's not your CD or your new endorsement deals, right?
Right.
So,
I'm here.
which one do you want to start with?
It's super awesome to be here. I'll say the intensive is awesome. If you're not here right now, you should be here the next time.
Yes.
I'll say that. It's great. It's good to be here on campus. It's a really awesome campus. Great halls to play in. I had fun playing in the hall last night for the recital. So yeah, Marimba Intensive is awesome.
Yeah, it's been a great week, and I'm so happy he could be a part of it.
But I do have a new CD.
Yes.
Coming soon.
So many of you probably have seen, or maybe even helped be a part of, the great Kickstarter campaign that Blake initiated and made. And as far as I know, it's one of the first examples of funding a CD, at least from Marimba CD.
Yeah, I think,
may or may not.
I think a few people have done it before, but yeah, it was great. I appreciate everyone that helped out so much, because like some people think when I say it wouldn't happen without them, that I'm lying, that I would have done it anyway, and I would have recorded it anyway. I mean, I would have gone down and recorded it, but I wanted to make sure that John Parks, who's a great friend of mine and yours, despite that,
been on this very show.
He's been on this very show.
In that very chair, probably.
You're
gonna fare better than he did, I think.
That chair was not cooperative with him.
No, it wasn't.
No, I think what I thought was I need to make sure that even though John is one of my best friends in the world, I need to pay him what he's worth, which is a lot. And so we were able to take the time to do a really great recording. John did an amazing job.
Yeah, I've heard some of the files already, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and one of the really cool things is one of my former students, Justin Alexander, who was briefly a student of yours too.
He also helped on my CD. Actually, he was like the assistant editor.
Yeah, and having Justin there and John both work on the recording made it so much easier to do. But still recording is high pressure business.
Yeah, I need to make sure we're not late for this concert. But we're doing
doing
fine. We're doing fine.
And so I had a great time recording with John. CD turned out really well. I'm really, really, really happy with how the CD turned out.
Yeah.
And so I was able to do that thanks to Kickstarter. I was able to take the time to record it well. Got my students down to Tallahassee to record in John's room that he loves to record in. And so it wouldn't have happened the same way, and there wouldn't be a physical CD, and it wouldn't have been as lovingly crafted because we just wouldn't have had the time.
Right.
So thanks to everybody that helped for that.
I know that room very well.
Yes, I know you do.
Very well, too well, actually, having done it last year.
There's a lot of stress hanging in that room.
Yes, a lot of marimba player stress. Yes. So I know what it's like to record such a project like this, and I mean, outside of the money, it's ridiculously stressful and taxing on you physically and mentally. So there's just so many obstacles to overcome, and it's awesome that Kickstarter can help you with the very important money side of it. The power of the internet. One of the reasons I started this show was for those very same reasons. So it's awesome to see good friends like you embrace that sort of stuff
and
in such meaningful ways.
The CD will be out soon. It's not out yet, but
awesome. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And then check out Drum Chatter. We'll try to pump it that way as well.
Maybe we'll give away some on Drum Chatter, special Drum Chatter prizes.
Yeah. We'll have to talk later.
We'll talk. Make a deal.
Awesome. So that's the new seed called Firefish.
It's called Firefish.
Right.
And Beth Post did a friend of mine. Beth Post did great art for the CD. So keep an eye on my website for.
And that was all part of the Kickstarter campaign too.
That was too, yeah. I wanted to have a really nice, beautiful CD overall, everything. So anyway, enough of that.
Excellent.
Coming soon. Watch my website for more info.
So yes, in looking for guest artists for the intensive this week, I'm not opposed to using non-Maltech artists, but I wanted to mix it up as much as I could. And before I even knew, this next bit of news, I contacted you about coming here
Yes, you did.
for the intensive. And then not long after that, I found out that...
Yes, I said, interesting news.
Yes, that I may be coming back to Maltech.
Yeah, and I am
And
back.
I thought that would be perfect because I would
there
love to have more Maltech people here for the intensive.
And there are a lot of Maltech marimbas here to play on.
Yes.
Makes it very easy.
Yes, there are many. That's right.
No, I'm back.
So that's awesome news.
I'm excited.
And you're playing the new instrument as well.
Yeah. I play. Actually, in the past, I played an Imperial Grand for 13 years.
Right.
And now I, as of a month ago or so, I'm playing the new marimba.
So give us your perspective on the new marimba. Tell us a little bit about it.
I think the first thing everyone notices about the marimba is that it's visually stunning. and
stunning is, yes, that would be a word I would use.
And some people say it looks like a motorcycle. But I like to think of it as alien technology. I think the early prototype looked more motorcycle-ish, but I think the new one definitely looks more alien, which I like.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely thought out of the box on that one. There's no question about that.
Yeah, and as they say, it's not a cosmetic thing; it's functional.
Right, and it absolutely is. And I love how innovative it is. Just the idea of it. Totally, fresh design, which we haven't seen in the industry. Frankly, I mean, honestly.
Yeah, not to be too much of an advertisement, but
right.
But just to say that, I am really so glad and so excited to be playing this instrument. I recorded the whole CD on this instrument, and the low end sound is great. The high end sound is great. The new design of the resonator caps, everything, all these little details make it, that much better.
Right.
And so I'm super happy with everything about it, and just really glad to be. I sort of feel like I'm back home.
Right.
With Maltech and back with you. So many of my friends and my mentors. I tell people all the time that when I was in high school, everyone, when I was in high school, there was a big advertising campaign, "Be like Mike," right? For Nike, I think, or Gatorade, Nike or Gatorade. I'm not sure what it was, but for me, I tell everybody, for me, it was like I want to be like Lee. And
right, yeah.
And because he was the first classical marimbist I really heard. I had his box CD.
Me too.
And
I've probably said this on the show before, but listening to that first his box CD in my Ithaca dorm in 1989.
Yeah.
I mean, it just blew my mind completely.
Yeah, definitely.
It changed my life.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw him play when I was a freshman. I saw Lee play. Changed my life. And then another concert that changed my life was Mike Burritt's recital at PASIC in ~92. Which I didn't know who Mike was at the time, and I
didn't either.
A fuzzy knowledge of Mike.
Yes.
But I showed up at PASIC completely by accident. I heard the last 35 minutes of Mike's recital, and that's when I said I was looking for grad schools. I said maybe I should go to Kent State, and that had never been on my mind before. And that's the weird. I told Mike, I said, Mike, if I had gotten caught in traffic and I was 35 minutes later to PASIC, my whole life would be different, and I don't think it would be better, honestly.
Right.
So I wound up going to Kent State and studying with Mike, and Mike's such a huge friend, of course, but also a great mentor, and really changed the way I play for the better, I think. And so, and Gordon Stout. I mean, Gordon, come on. I mean, what I'm saying is, all of Gordon's music and his playing. I still remember seeing Gordon play at the Stevens Seminar in '93, and just blew my mind.
Yeah.
The sound and the musicality and stuff.
I think there was something really special about. I don't know if it's still like this. I'm too old to really know, but I think there was something unique about that time period. Late '80s, early '90s. Everything was so new, and it was just totally different than.
Yeah,
than it is
maybe
now.
it's just
there were so few people that were really doing it.
There were a lot less people doing marimba. For sure.
I think totally, and I think we've lost some of that.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe we're just old.
It could be. We are old.
Because it was so fresh for us then, for sure. And
yeah.
I mean, that's the first time I saw
but I wish my students could experience that feeling somehow.
Yeah, maybe.
Not through the same circumstance or anything, but
right.
And then they probably do, some do, but it just, I don't know, it seems different. I'm trying to figure out why. But
so anyway, what I'm saying is it's great. I mean, that's all sort of, that has nothing to do with the instrument, but it's sort of great to be back in the Maltic family with all those people that mean so much to me and shaped my life. They shaped, I mean, it's not just they shaped my playing, but I mean, those people, Lee and Mike and Gordon and you, we went to school together. I don't know if people know that.
It was one hell of a year.
Yes.
No, but what you're getting at, I think, is really good. I mean, and I think is a core part of, you know, nothing's perfect. No family's perfect, but there is a connection, I think, among Maltic artists that are real respectful and you know.
And not to leave any of the other artists out, you know, that are with Maltic.
Right. They're all great ones. So you have also some mallets on the way.
A new signature line of mallets.
So look for those. We almost got a glimpse of them this week.
There's some new prototypes on the way that are very close to us right now, but not quite here yet. They're in Austin somewhere.
Yes, they are nearby.
And and then with the CD, by the way, going back to that, there's some new pieces out that are coming out soon. So, but I'm going to put more information on my website about those too, with a new trio called Vagabond of Light, and a new percussion ensemble arrangement of a piece I wrote called Not Far From Here, originally for solo marimba.
Looks like your mallets are not far from here.
My mallets are not far from here right now.
Sorry, that's bad.
It's okay. It's your show.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, it's exciting times, and this summer I'm going to try to write some more music. And if it doesn't kill me, that will be out soon too.
Well, you've certainly been busy, so take some time and
enjoy yourself.
Get those things back going. All right, so we should get to the concert.
There's a concert soon. Yes.
So we usually close the show, and I ask the guest when we do have guests to ask the audience a question of the episode, and it's your time.
Okay.
Some feedback on something.
Okay. So
go ahead.
The question is, for everyone watching, and hopefully that's a lot of people, who is the person or the people that you feel like changed your life? Who showed you, whether it's marimba or a drum set or math or whatever changed your life? Who's that person, and how did it happen? You know, maybe they could just write a comment about, I saw this concert and it changed my life, or I heard this recording and I couldn't believe it was possible. Whatever, you know.
Great question.
It showed you how things could be different than you ever imagined they could be.
That's why I love this guy. Awesome. Perfect question.
I love you too.
For the perfect question for the show. And just as a reminder, leave your comments at Drum Chatter if you would. It's just easier to keep everything in the same place there.
Yes.
And thank you, Blake Tyson, for being on the show.
Thank you, Tom Burritt.
And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.